So let's go into the step one of the modified Jones model on how to calculate the total accruals. So I have just comprised one sheet here, and for this tutorial or the practical approach, I'm not using any of actual companies. All the figures are fictional, and I'm using fictional years or period to show you how to approach or how to calculate certain non-discretionary accruals, where you can simply do it from your certain applications or your whatever spreadsheet application you guys are using. Now, I have put a heading calling earnings management calculation worksheet in the period, and I have inserted the first equation which you guys studied, or which I showed you in chapter 2, and I've put it in a column format. And notes, I've said all figures in this workbook is fictional, created for tutorial learning purposes only. Assume all numbers are in dollars and denominated in millions. Okay, the first thing we have showing, okay, to calculate total accruals, we have to identify net income, or basically the profit of a particular company, and minus the cash flow from operations. So you will have the companies ABCD for year 20x1 to 20x6, same like for another company BDEF Limited, 20x1 to 20x. And I have inserted certain figures here, and I have obtained cash flow operations here. Then once I'm deducting from net income to cash flow, I'm using absolute figures. I'm not using negative figures. I'm just using absolute figures here. Okay. Once you have this figure, we're going to input these figures into the step 2 of this calculation. So once we come to the step 2, once we are discussing step 2, we will be inserting this figure from step 1, and we're going to put into step 2. So likewise, when you guys are doing the same thing, I would recommend you to do it such a way so the data won't be clustered into one worksheet. So this workbook will have, your workbook will have 1, 2, 3, 4, or how many worksheets you would like to have. Just have as many as you want, as long as it's not clustered into one. So I created step 2, step 3, step 4, likewise. So step 1, which I'm explaining to you, is regarding this first equation. So you calculate it and you keep it in the first sheet, or whatever sheet, just name it total accruals, so you will have an understanding. Okay, now we're going to move into step 2, which is to finding the alpha values of the coefficient parameters. So we'll be looking into that and how to do it.